going on YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. While you're at it, go ahead and click the thumbs up button for this video, okay? So today, honey, we are going to be discussing the legendary Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. I know I'm late. Please forgive me. With the holidays and everything, I had a lot going on, so I definitely fell behind, but I am back. So we are going to discuss part 1 and part 2 of the reunion. I'm not gonna hit every single topic, every single scene, because then we'd be here all day. But I'm gonna hit the main topics, what you guys come here to discuss, the controversial things that came up during the reunion. That is what everybody's talking about. I will say it was cute starting out with part 1 when they did a little cute segment on like how everyone's changed in the last 5 years, mainly talking about appearances, hair, makeup, fashion. Everyone has definitely stepped up their game. Everyone is looking fabulous. I think I will say, as far as like look wise, the person that really improved the most is Miss Karen Huger, okay? The Grand Dame of Potomac. She definitely has stepped up her look. Honestly, Karen has become my favorite Housewives of Potomac cast member. I always liked Karen, but I think I grew to love her more probably season 3, season 4. So I definitely think she's changed the most. Appearance wise, Monique has been pretty consistent, I feel like, throughout her time on the show. So kudos to her. Robin is, if you go back and rewatch the old seasons, Robin actually put more effort in her looks beginning of the show versus now. The last 2 seasons, I feel like Robin don't give a shit. She just comes as she is. She don't pay to get her hair done. She barely pay to get her makeup done. She just like, hi, I'm here. Giselle, Giselle's a beautiful woman, but as we all know, sometimes her fashion choices are quite questionable. Candace, I feel like pretty consistent. Who else? Ashley. Ashley upgraded. She wasn't bad before, but she definitely upgraded. I don't think I'm missing anybody else. So that's the only little fluff part I'm gonna really discuss. Everything else is about to be the meat and potatoes, okay? So get ready. So we are gonna now jump into the whole the colorism debate that surfaced on part 1 of the reunion. I believe this came up in the comments, social media. Some fans tried to bring up the colorism topic and basically saying that when altercations or when things would occur with Candace and Wendy, those two being the darkest skinned, darkest complexion ladies on the cast, however you want to say it, some people said that the word aggressive was used more often with Candace and Wendy due to their hue. They have a darker hue compared to the other ladies. For me, someone who is considered a dark-skinned woman here in America, okay, someone who is chocolate, someone who is dark-skinned like me, I personally do not feel like colorism played a part with this cast in any way, shape, or form. I honestly do not. I do think it's a reach. While colorism is a very important topic, it is very close to my heart. I can speak on that topic from just personal experiences. So trust and believe I am not naive to the validity of that. However, I personally do not feel like it applies to this situation in any way, shape, or form. I feel like people have dragged Giselle and Robin since season 1, and they are light skin with green eyes. They're the green eye bandit, right? I don't feel that way. Ashley, little light skinned self, has been called aggressive and has been dragged as well for her antics. A lot of people don't remember, there's a lot of newcomer fans to Potomac that forget how messy Ashley used to be, but I'll say that for another time. Nonetheless, everyone on the cast has been dragged, criticized, etc. And I do not feel like colorism played a part. Wendy, I love Wendy. I do not think it's fair that she's receiving so much bashing. I do feel like the viewers, I don't know if they don't have a lot of Nigerian friends, but I know some people say she was coming off elitist. But I do feel like if you are familiar with the African, especially the Nigerian culture, you will understand how important education is in that culture and how much parents like drill education to their children, some even forcing them to pursue careers that they don't really want to pursue themselves. But nonetheless, I don't necessarily think it's an elitist thing. Again, I just think she's a proud Nigerian woman who's worked very hard, and hey, if she wants to use her 5 degrees as her thing, as her claim to fame, let her. Some of y'all be using who y'all marry and who your baby daddy is as y'all's claim to fame. So if she want to use her 5 degrees for her claim to fame, let her. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I know it is annoying sometimes, but nonetheless, I think people call Candace and Wendy aggressive or whatever because they were being that way in the moment. Candace, you have been aggressive, and Wendy, you were aggressive in the beginning of the season when you were talking to Ashley about the whole baby situation and not bringing your baby to Monique's lake house, whatever, that whole situation. So again, to wrap it up, I don't think it's a colorism thing. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Look at my notes here. Where are we at? So then they go on to discuss Giselle and her company Everhue Beauty, her makeup line that she had out for a couple years. It was in Targets all around the country, which, you know, that's an accomplishment. I'm not a hater. However, it was asked, you know, what's the current status on the business, because some people saying it was liquidated, it's no longer in Target, etc., etc. And Giselle explained that due to COVID, the manufacturing warehouse company, whatever, shut down basically due to COVID. So I guess they're no longer distributing any more of the product, I guess is how it works. Of course, you know, Karen threw her little shade at Miss Giselle, and people have to understand Giselle has criticized Karen, questioned Karen and her businesses for the last 2-3 seasons on the show. Giselle was one of Giselle criticized Karen the most, I think, on the cast as far as her perfume line. But Karen had to let Miss Giselle know, honey, my perfume is all over in Bloomingdale's and was on HSN. Okay, big. That's big. So, boo boo, why you over here trying to make fun of Karen, honey? Her shit is not liquidated, boo boo. Her shit is selling. So, Miss Giselle, you dish it, you gotta be able to take it. That's all I'm gonna say. But I don't like to see anybody down. So hopefully, maybe next year, you know, the company will resurface. But for right now, honey, you cannot buy Everhue Beauty anywhere. Okay. So the conversation then goes on to Jamal. Andy asked the ladies if they have seen a change in Giselle since she reunited with her ex-husband, Jamal Bryant, Pastor Jamal Bryant. And I don't even know what the lady said, y'all. But Karen... Yo, Karen really did not let Giselle live, honey. She let Giselle have it, baby. She was just like, so are y'all really in a relationship? Because word on the street is y'all just doing it for reality TV. This is what Karen is saying to Giselle. I don't remember Giselle's response. She probably didn't give Karen a response. It was all the shade throwing between them two. And then I think Karen even brought up, you know, asked Giselle, is it true that Jamal recently fathered another child? That was a supposed rumor that I think surfaced. Was it 2020 or was it 2019? I can't remember. But it recently surfaced. And Giselle shut those rumors down. And then this is where Monique butted in and started to drop her receipts. This is when she brought out her handy dandy notebook. So she jumped in the conversation and was like, well, when y'all got back together, Jamal told his girlfriend that y'all weren't really in a relationship and this was all for reality TV. Giselle's comment back was just like, oh, okay. Like, she just blew it off. And then Monique kept going, honey. And like I said, this is when she brought out her handy dandy notebook. She had a book of receipts. She had, apparently, the woman who was also a pastor, sent Monique, screenshots of text messages, pictures of Jamal and the lady, different things like that. So, you know, she definitely had the receipts. Monique started reading some of the text messages, and I think in the text itself, Jamal did state supposedly, allegedly, let me say it again, allegedly, Jamal said to the lady, you know, hey, I'm not with, you know, Giselle, this is for reality TV, I'm just doing this for the show, blah, 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 something to that effect. Andy Cohen then says, well, how do we know those text messages are real? And Monique was like, well, I can read the number. You want to read his number? I'm sure Giselle knows his number. And she started reading the number, child. And Andy asked Giselle, was that Jamal's number? And Giselle said yes. I don't know what I would have done. I don't know if I would have lied at that moment or if I would have just told the truth. But Giselle told the truth. That was indeed Jamal Bryant's phone number. Listen, honey. I believe the texts are true. I believe it's true. I believe everything in Monique's binder is true. Do I like how she did it? No. I mean, she assassinated Giselle. I mean, literally shotgun, boom. She assassinated Giselle in that moment. While it did come off harsh, it came off harsh. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little cringy. For whatever reason, I had a little bit of sympathy for Giselle. I don't know why. Maybe because, I don't know what it was, but I did have some sympathy for her, surprisingly. And I guess it just felt like a forced attack. Meaning, I think I could have digested it better had Giselle been going back and forth with Monique, and then Monique was like, okay, bitch, bet. But it just was like, Giselle wasn't even talking to Monique, and then Monique butted in and then had her book of receipts. I just felt like it was deliberate, it was calculating, and she planned it. Now, some will say Giselle has had this coming to her. This is Giselle's karma. I do feel like it is Giselle's karma. Again, I've been watching the show since day one. I actually recently went back and rewatched season 2, and I'm currently on season 3, just rewatching it for fun. And I'm reminded of, you know, a lot of Giselle's antics, and Giselle has just never been nice to Monique. And, you know, we're gonna explain further in part 2 why this is definitely karma for Giselle. Nonetheless, honey, Monique damn assassinated her ass. She called that man Pastor Holy Whore. I mean, I felt bad. I wish she didn't have to go there. This man is a pastor right now of a mega church here in Atlanta, a New Birth. It is embarrassing that his business or rumors are out there about him. And I do feel bad. They do have children. I do feel bad that his kids are gonna have to see this. And, you know, I feel bad. But at the same time, I believe in karma, and this is Giselle's karma. So stay tuned. I'll be right back so we can jump into part 2 of the reunion. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm back to discuss part 2 of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Honey, I got a lot of notes on part 2. Part 2 was even better than part 1, okay? So let's get right into it, honey. They pick up where they left off. Basically, Monique still dragging Giselle, and Giselle having whatever commentary she want to have back. I don't really care to repeat all what she said. She's going to defend herself. She's going to defend her boyfriend. It is what it is. It's lies, but it is what it is. She gonna defend herself. So let's move on. So Ashley's segment. Oh God. Ashley's segment. Okay. So they bring up, listen, child, they bring up Michael and the cheating rumors and all the shenanigans that took place. Okay. Now, Miss Ashley, excuse me, y'all. Miss Ashley says, let me write down. I'm trying to read what she said, child. Okay. She said that she wasn't that upset about Michael cheating because when they were separated, she did a little bit of cheating on her own, okay? So, first of all, boo-boo, you went the whole time filming this season and you never once mentioned that to the lady. You just never mentioned that. I just feel like Ashley's story or Ashley's rebuttal keeps changing almost every time the topic gets brought up. So if some of y'all remember, I think it was this past summer, video footage surfaced on the web of Michael with little hotel hoe, okay? And they was in bed together, kikiing, talking or whatever, and they were trying to figure out where they could go. And I remember it was like, oh, we can't go to your house, or we can't go to your house because of this, and we can't go to your house because of that. Like, I do not believe for a second that they did not have sex. I don't believe it was a one-time thing. Now, I don't know if it's the same, I cannot remember if it's the same girl or this is another girl, but nonetheless, none the freaking less, Michael Darby was caught on camera in bed with another woman, and they were discussing where they could go to creep together. Okay, so miss me with that whole, oh, they didn't sleep together, they just spent the night together, and the next day she asked Michael for money. I believe that part. I definitely believe that she asked Michael for some damn money, but I don't believe that they didn't do nothing. I don't believe that, and I don't think any of the ladies believe that trash. They don't. They really don't. So let's see. Then, one second, y'all. I gotta look at my handy dandy notes, okay? Because a lot was discussed, honey. So then, Andy Cohen hits them with another thing. Basically, video footage, I don't know how it's just now resurfacing. I cannot believe this did not surface last season, when the whole suck a dick gate happened, when Michael was saying he was suck, you know. I'm surprised Bravo did not release this, but for whatever reason, they released it now. So now they have released footage from the show from season 1. So we're talking like 5 years ago. 5 years ago, guys. The same night where Michael infamously grabbed ex-cast member Katie Ross, her then boyfriend at the time. This is the same night when he allegedly, it's on tape, allegedly grabbed Andrew's butt. Andrew is the ex-boyfriend of Katie Ross, who we all know was on the show for a couple seasons or whatever. That same night, at the same party, Michael is seen grabbing another guy's butt. Guess whose butt it was? A producer, or not producer, I'm sorry, a cameraman who's a part of the crew, a part of Bravo, grabbed his butt as well. So last year when Robin cleared her name and said, y'all, this is what I was talking about. Last reunion, Robin had said, that same night, you did it to another guy. And Ashley and Michael were like, no, I did not. No, I did not. No, I did not. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, bitch, this is what the fuck she's talking about, okay? Stop grabbing people's asses. I don't know if they fucking do that in Australia where you're from, but you can get your ass beat doing that. So Ashley, because, you know, Ashley always got an excuse. She's always got a rebuttal. She's always got a reason. And it's irritating as it's very, 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 very irritating. Nonetheless, Ashley proceeds to say, well, what did she say? No, she said Michael and that guy had a very fun, chill relationship. It was not, anything inappropriate. It was just a joke. And she was like, if you ask him, he'll even say it was in a joking manner. Andy was like, well, we did reach out to him and he said that it was not consensual and he did not like it. And Ashley then tells on herself and says, well, that's funny because he calls my husband Zaddy. I'm confused. Is it sexual or is it not sexual? Is it playful or was it like, I don't understand. Ashley in her lies and her cover-ups are starting to like catch up. Like, what is it, girl? What is it? One minute you said it's not sexual. The next minute you're saying that the guy called your husband daddy, zaddy, whatever. Like, who the fuck, who, what straight man does that? This is what I need. I need Ashley to just own that her husband is bisexual. And then we could all just, life would be so much easier for them. We already know they're freaky. We already know they've done threesomes. We already know that Ashley likes girls. It is not that big of a deal. Just own that Michael likes men as well. And we could just all, live happy ever after. Like, it's fine. It's 2020. Don't nobody care if you want to suck a dick or not. Go suck a dick. But stop trying to play on everyone else's intelligence. That's one of my biggest things. Stop trying to tell me the sky is red when I clearly see that it's blue. I hate when people do that. Stop doing it. Just own it, Ashley. Own it. Own it. And this is the same girl that wanted everybody from season 1 through season 4 to own their stuff. I digress. I'm over them. I'm so over Ashley and Michael. I really am. I really am. And I wasn't even gonna say this, but now it's coming to me, and I thought about this before in the past. It's very interesting. It is very telling on how sexist America is, in the sense of, just imagine for a moment if this was a woman, right? If this was a woman that Michael was grabbing the butt of, or he would have been fired. 3 years ago. 3 years ago he would have been fired. But because it was a guy, they were able to kind of like, pass over it, ease over it, whatever. But if this was a girl that was claiming like sexual harassment or whatever, he would have been fired. So I find that very interesting, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. Child. So let's see. Karen and Ray, I'm gonna skip over that. I love Karen. Ray, get it together. They gonna work it out. They ain't gonna divorce. Okay. Karen and Ray gonna be together forever. Okay. Moving on. So now it's Monique's segment. Okay, guys. So they talk about her bird, T'Challa, who I love. I never thought about getting a pet bird, but T'Challa, he's cute and he's sweet, and I just like their interaction. I thought it was really cute. Very different, but it's cute. They talk about the trip to the lake house. That was a lot, y'all. That was a lot. That was just a lot. So let me just say this before I get into everything, child. While I sympathize with Candace when it comes to certain things, I really do. However, she does make it hard for people to defend her, because you sit here and you say that you're so traumatized from this and you're affected. While I do believe that she has been affected, okay, I need people to understand it's not that far-fetched. It's not that far-fetched for someone to feel emotional about getting into a physical altercation with someone who once was their close friend. Monique and Candace were close friends. And, I understand Candace's hurt and embarrassment, but you can't sit here and say you're traumatized and you're going to therapy and you on medication and you got sticky notes like being Mary Jane all on the... You can't do all that and then poke the bear. I do feel like part 1 and part 2 of the reunion, Candace was definitely poking the bear. Why are you commenting? Every time Monique said something, I felt like Candace butted in and said something, had a slick response, like a slick comment. It's just like, why? Like, You're making it hard for people to defend you, my girl. I'm trying to defend you a little bit, honey, but you're making it really hard. I feel like you should just be quiet. Okay, you want to comment once or twice, cool, but I just felt like Candace was just commenting. Relax. You're traumatized, right? Relax. Sit back. You can make your faces. You can have a little comment here and there, but I just felt like Candace it was too much of this. And I need her to start doing this. Okay? So, they discuss the infamous trainer rumor, the plot, the whole nine. And Monique does an excellent job at breaking down the situation. I do feel like the ladies and Andy Cohen were low-key gaslighting her, since everybody is all about mental health nowadays. Y'all like to use that word. I'm gonna use it back. They were gaslighting her 100,000%. Everybody, this is why I hate that it's been a year since they filmed this, because everybody likes to catch amnesia. People like to switch up. This is what the fact is, and Monique broke it down on the reunion. The rumor, the plot, originated from her ex-friend Gigi. Gigi was a friend of Monique's. She was actually in an episode or two back on Monique's first season. So this would be season 2 of Potomac. And whatever happened, we don't know what happened. They fell out. They ain't friends no more. Gigi has been trying to get the girls, basically saying the girls' information and dirt, whatever, on Monique. So this rumor, let me tell you what the rumor was. First of all, the rumor was that Monique was messing around with her trainer, okay? Her fitness trainer, okay? They were messing around or what have you. That's one part. Second part of the rumor. Not only was she messing around with said trainer, back when Monique had a miscarriage, they're trying to say that it was actually the trainer's baby and she went and had an abortion. Okay? I think. Hold on. Now I feel like I'm getting myself. Well, no, yeah. Gigi did say that. Gigi is trying to say that when she had a miscarriage, it was an abortion. Then she's also trying to say that Chase, who is Monique and Chris's third son together, their third child together, they're trying to say that, what's the baby's name? I just said the baby's name. Whatever. The baby is not Chris Samuels. They're trying to say the baby is the trainer's baby. This is the lie that Gigi came up with. Gigi, being the thirst bucket that she is, because to me, only a thirst bucket would do some shit like that. She texted the girls. What did Monique say? She said she texted Ashley and Candace. I don't know if she texted Giselle, whatever, but she texted a couple of the girls on the cast to try to get this idea, this rumor out there. They wouldn't touch it. Charisse comes in because, of course, for whatever reason, we still don't truly know why. Charisse and Monique kind of fell out. And supposedly, Gigi got Charisse's number and texted her the information, whatever. It's basically a whole scheme. It's a scheme, y'all. It's a scheme. It's a terrible plot. Fast forward to Andy Cohen's baby shower, which was in 2019, when Andy Cohen had his huge baby shower, I think out in LA, and like so many ladies from Bravo, the Bravo network, from all over, they came and celebrated his baby shower. Supposedly, after the baby shower, and Candace has confirmed this. She went on IG Live this summer and confirmed it. So the bullshit lie she's trying to tell right now, Monique, I don't like that. But Candace confirmed that it was her, it was Giselle, it was Robin, and I don't know who else. But I know for sure those 3 girls from Potomac, those 3 girls were at the dinner. Candace says at that dinner, conversations were had about said plot, said rumor, and they were going to try to bring it on the show. Candace said in her Instagram Live, she said, guys, that would never work. The baby, Chase, looks just like Chris. No one would ever believe that that child is not his. She felt very disturbed and bothered by said conversations that were had about Monique, that she even called Karen after the dinner and told Karen what was said, and that this is what they're trying to do, and I'm not okay with it, and like, what the heck. So I don't appreciate Candace now on the reunion platform trying to say, oh, it's not true. Oh, it's not true. Bitch, you just said it a few months ago. Do you think we all like, girl, it's on Instagram. We could all pull it up right now. You said it. So this is where it gets really hard for me to try to defend Candace. I've tried to defend her with certain things, and I still will to an extent, but this is where she makes it really hard, because the person that I am, the integrity that I have, even if I don't F with you, if I know something is true, if I know something did happen, whether I like you or not, I'm gonna speak on it and be like, you know what, I don't fuck with her, but this did happen and they were trying to do this. That I can respect and I can appreciate. But now that she's got all this hate and venom from Monique, now she's trying to play stupid and be like, no, that didn't happen. And I did not like how Andy Cohen was gaslighting Monique. Like, he kept saying like, okay, but it never grew legs. It never made it to the show. And she was like, but it did. Maybe not the full rumor, but if you guys go back in one of the first few episodes of the season, in her confessionals, Giselle did state that word on the street was, she said, word on the street, you know, it's her infamous line, word on the street is Monique was getting a tad bit too close to the trainer, and Big Boy, aka Chris Samuels, found out. So Giselle did bring part of the rumor to the show. No other ladies mentioned that rumor, but Giselle did in her confessional. People just forget because it happened so early in the season, and unfortunately with the fight altercation, everything became the fight. So people forget kind of like the foundation and things that happened in the beginning of the season, which is really unfortunate. And again, it's unfortunate that this all happened a year ago, and that due to COVID, they kept pushing back the release date of this season. So listen, Monique is wrong in certain areas, and I will call her out, but I did not appreciate the way the girls, including Andy, jumped on her in the sense of like dismissed her feelings. Like, that did happen. Certain cast members did sit down and plot to bring a nasty rumor about Monique and her family to the forefront, and that is wrong. No, Giselle did not create the rumor, but she played a hand in attempting to spread it. That's how I see it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. About to wrap this up. Trying to think if there's anything else that was really important. Oh Lord, yeah. All right, the fight, y'all. I told y'all this was gonna be lengthy, honey. Part two had a lot of content to be discussed, so y'all forgive me. This is a little bit longer than what I usually do, but listen, meat and potatoes, honey. The meat and potatoes. So the fight segment, the infamous fight segment, the fight between Monique and Candace, which I'm exhausted talking about it. After part 3, I never want to talk about Monique and Candace fight ever again. Never. I never want to talk about it ever again. It's been dragged out. It's exhausting. I don't ever want to talk about it. So I can't imagine how they feel. So Andy asked the ladies if he felt like Candace intentionally brought Charisse to her party that she had in the beginning of the season. And most of the ladies said no. Karen did say that she felt like it was questionable just because of certain things that were happening behind the scenes. It was questionable. I don't know if she had ill intentions, but I agree with Monique in the sense of Monique just wanted a heads up. So behind the scenes, all the girls knew that Monique and Charisse had a falling out. So I do feel like Candace did owe it, especially if she was trying to rebuild a friendship with Monique at that time. She did owe it to Monique to give her a heads up that, hey, Charisse is going to be at my party. Just a heads up. I do agree that Candace should have let Monique know ahead of time. Monique, I don't know how we got back to this. Sorry, hopefully my notes aren't incorrect. But nonetheless, Monique admitted that she overreacted with Candace at the lake house. You remember when they were at the lake house and Monique blew up on Candace because she and Giselle missed the campfire part because they were talking to Ashley. That whole situation, you know, I'm glad that Monique can admit that she overreacted, because she did overreact. I've said it and I'm going to continue to say it. Monique had misplaced anger. Very much so misplaced anger. I do feel like the fight could have been prevented had she sat down with Candace and had a genuine moment and told her, hey friend, I'm pissed off at you. I feel hurt because XYZ, and I feel like you invited Charisse and whatever. They should have had a conversation where I really do wish Monique could have just got off her chest the frustration and anger that she had towards Candace, because what happened was she was suppressing that, and anything Candace did was pissing Monique off. Candace could have blinked wrong. Candace could have yawned, and it would have pissed Monique off. So I just feel like, again, it was suppressed anger. That's how I feel. Y'all can argue. That's how I see it. I'm looking at the big picture. The big picture is it was misplaced anger. And the two should have had a proper sit-down conversation, and Monique should have, you know, released whatever tension she was feeling. Okay, that's the big picture. The small picture, if you want to say what egged on the fight, I do believe both girls were partial to blame for the fight. The small picture, sure, you can say Candace did this and put her hand up, which she did. But Monique proceeded to flick Candace's hair and twirl it. Baby, that's contact where I'm from. You touch my hair, bitch, I might pop you in your fucking eye. Don't touch my hair. So they, you know what I'm saying? That's the small picture. But the big picture is what I just said. Okay? Y'all can argue about it till you're blue in the face, because baby, y'all been going in. Y'all been going in about this situation. Did I really? I really think I discussed everything. I kind of went a little out of order in the end. Okay, so back to the fight. I do have to point this out. So back to the fight, Andy, you know, Monique defended herself and said, you know, Candace put her hand up, all that, what I just said. Andy then stated, you know, but Monique, you then charged after her. You went outside and tried to go at her again, which he didn't like, and I understand that. You know, Bravo, people have to understand Bravo is not Love and Hip Hop. They're not gonna condone violence. They're not gonna like root for it. Love and Hip Hop, you can go drag a bitch and get promoted. Bravo is not the same thing. So stop trying to like, I just don't like all the judgment towards Andy Cohen when he holds any of the housewives accountable for being physical. I mean, that's his job. This is not Love and Hip Hop. This is not VH1. This is not Mona Scott. Okay? So she explained that, look, my adrenaline was pumping. You know, she was yelling all types of bitches and ghetto this and ghetto that, and she kept saying that I'm gonna get fired. So she was like, well, if I'm gonna get fired, I'm gonna finish her off. I mean, and this is the thing. Was it right? No, but she is human, and when you're in a fight, logic goes out the window. When you are in a physical fight with someone, all logic goes out the window. Her adrenaline was pumping, and she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna finish beating that bitch's ass. I mean, it ain't right. It's not right, but that's just real, and I don't really know what to say about that. So Candace gets emotional about the footage, cries, whatever, and has to walk off stage. And again, do I feel for Candace? Yes, sometimes I do. I also feel like she does antagonize situations. And I do feel like after reviewing the footage 11 times, I do feel like she did semi-provoke the situation at the winery. She did. But I still feel firm that Monique had misplaced anger and took it all out on Candace. She really wanted to beat Sharice's ass, Gigi's ass, and Giselle's ass. That's who she should have whooped, not Candace. If we want to keep it a buck, she should have whooped their asses, not really Candace, because Candace wasn't the one trying to plot against your life. But nonetheless, that's my opinion. I do want to hear what y'all think about the situation. Again, this has been a very, 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 very controversial thing that's taken place. The fans are like hella divided. Some people are team Candace, team Monique. I'm kind of team middle. Like, I see both points of views with certain scenarios and certain things, but like, I'm not like hardcore riding for either one of them. I like both girls. They both have their ways, you know, but child, what am I doing? Child, like I said, I'm tired of talking about them hoes. I do not want to talk about Monique and Candace no more. It's so unfortunate. Like, if Monique had to beat someone's ass, I really feel like it should have been Giselle. It should have been Giselle, or it should have been Gigi, not Candace. So it's like, damn, she wasted a good ass whooping. But nonetheless, that's it for Reunion Potomac. I can't even talk now. Housewives of Potomac Reunion Part 1 and 2. I will come back this week with Part 3. I can't even, I'm tired, y'all. I'm over it. These girls got me worn out. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please, 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 please help and support your girl out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.